The following program has been paid for by Right Road Productions, Incorporated.
Welcome to TTYS, the teen voice and our thoughts.
Our opinions on the world and what we face today.
Tune in for other fun segments with our show like teen travel, sports, video games, and app reviews.
Teen fashion, movie reviews, and teens that make a difference.
I'm Lexi.
Nico.
Justin.
And I'm Sydney.
Welcome to TTYS.
And I can feel inside of me that this season is mine. Whoa, whoa. Feels so good to be alive. The sun upon my face. This is my year.
So we like to keep you guys in the loop and make sure you're all up to date on everything. Have you guys heard about this hand sanitizer thing?
Yeah, and people keep drinking it to, as alcohol because apparently there's 5 shots of alcohol in one thing of hand sanitizer.
The little
one,
So
yeah.
one little tub of hand sanitizer is equivalent to drinking 5 shots.
Guys, all I know is I smell it and I get knocked out. So the fact that people can put that in their mouths,
It's
ugh.
an issue for
Young teens. Yeah, it's like middle school and very early high school. And I think this might be because
because
they
alcohol's
wanna
off
be
limits
cool,
and they're like,
but
let's try this out.
What people they don't understand, this is seriously life-threatening. It's not just wow, this is bad for you. You could actually die.
It's very dangerous.
It's
There's
nothing
been
to mess
several
with.
stories on it in the news lately, and
Yeah,
it's
and if
something
you-
that I want everyone to be aware of.
I
so
get
they
so
don't.
grossed out just hearing it like that.
Yeah,
It's
it just
nauseating.
doesn't sound appealing. But also the thing is the little microbeads that they have in some of them, those can be seriously poisonous to your body. You could actually die from this. This is not a joke. And people think it's oh, that's hilarious because you're drinking. You could die. It's not a joke.
Yeah, it's not a thing that you should be messing around with as
Not at all.
children. So it's important for parents to know this as well, to make sure that your children know the effects that has on your body.
And no one is going to think you're cool. People are
They're
probably
gonna
going to think
judge
it's
you. Listen, if
that's-
someone did it,
yeah.
I'd be like, what? So, not cool, everyone
it's
at
just
home.
not good for you, not good for your appearance, whatever. It's not.
And then you're gonna
appealing.
walk around
End of
smelling
story.
like that. What are
It's
you
just
doing?
the whole thing is crazy
Is
to
he?
me.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
kids.
Who knows?
So-
Off
Yeah.
limits.
We just wanted everyone to be aware of how dangerous that drinking hand sanitizer could potentially be.
All of the hair and makeup on TTYS is done by the wonderful ladies at Philip Pelusi. They're definitely a cut above the rest.
Hi, I'm Max, and this season you're gonna see my face all over. Sorry, Justin. You're gonna see my face all over the show, and it's gonna be hidden somewhere. And we're gonna have a contest for you guys to try to find it. And the winner's gonna get a pair of Beats headphones. You guys can find out more info on the challenge at ttystv.com.
Teen movie Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, starring Olivia, Thomas, and RJ, who we're so lucky to have with us today.
And we also have the writer Jesse and the director Alfonso.
So it's so great to have you guys all here with us today. We absolutely love the movie. And so we just have a few questions for you. Justin, you want to start?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with the funny one. So in the movie, you said that I didn't go in Lawrenceville. So how is it actually being in Lawrenceville?
It was so contradictory. It was actually fun. I don't think that Lawrenceville is a bad place. If RJ was talking, he would go to Lawrenceville, especially because I'm a fat person. So of course I would go take that trip for food.
Super Saigon flavor.
Super
Twins.
I'm gonna put it on Mr. McCarthy's tab.
So you guys have a major role with the teen audience now, having this movie and having a lot of teens looking up to you. Do you feel like you have more responsibility to be role models after this movie?
Oh, God.
Woo!
I can't even be a role model to myself. Or my sister, who's 15, or anyone. I can't even look after myself, so no, definitely no. I hope not.
I know. I mean, I guess in some ways, because you realize that kids, see themselves in you in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess I am slightly more conscious of it now, but I wouldn't consider myself like a perfect role model.
I'm not a role model. I'm just a
That's a good way to put it.
It's the best way to,
I think the movie itself gives more lessons or advice than we as people could ever do, you know?
Yeah. So of all the short films you did in the movie, which one was your guys' favorite?
2:48 p.m. cab over.
I think it was fun.
Pooping Tom was a lot of fun. So that was the first day we were on set actually, and then we're like, okay, so you're gonna go upstairs and here, just go change this stuff. And it's like a wig and little earrings and like this like woman's belt. And I pulled the pants up really high, and it was just like, okay, if I get this over with, then everything else is gonna be okay. That was like one of the weirdest days. But just shot a bunch of those in like the first day, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So for you guys back here, did you find you had a lot of creative differences, or were you able to like work together well?
Constant struggle.
Yeah, we're not on speaking terms.
That's why we're back here.
Yeah. No. We never. Someone just pointed out that we've never argued about anything before, which is I don't know what that means.
Well, that's not true. I would say that we have. No, this is our first argument.
Yeah. I know something horrible is going to happen between us, but no, it was a total joy.
Awesome.
Total joy.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So, how was your Sundance experience?
For me, an absolute dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's exactly the way you dream that it would play out, it would happen, and it did. It exceeded that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just very strange. No, sorry.
Wow, I think that was cool.
Yeah. Okay, well, you answer the question.
So I was gonna ask, do you feel like you have any advice for teen audiences like myself and Justin who are looking to be actors and that's our goal in life? Do you have any advice like how to really get into the business?
Ignore the naysayers, which especially come from people that are closest to you, like your family. Like, oh no, you need a plan B, you need to do this, it's never going to work out. 99% of actors are 99% out of work, out all the time, blah blah, which is my mum's favourite line that she used to say to me. And you just ignore them, just say yes and take every opportunity.
Yeah, just find a way to act, whether it's just local theater or just doing theater at school or
Instagram videos.
Or making your own content. Just create your own things. A lot of people get discovered online now. If you're, you'll get better the more you keep at it. So ignore the haters.
Yeah. So how does it seeing your work come to real life?
It's really it's amazing, because it's very different than how you imagine it. When you're writing it, because you don't fully imagine it. You don't give like an exact face to a character, and so when it's different because it's fuller. It's richer. There's so much more nuance to it, and so much more kind of emotional intelligence to it, and you can anticipate that, but the real thing is always better. It's always cooler. Yeah.
That's awesome. And another question for you: do you, since I know you grew up in Pittsburgh, so do you feel like your characters have any personal things you put into them from your experiences as a teenager?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think the world that they're in feels very Pittsburgh. It has that kind of texture. It's not like New York. It's not like LA. It's not quite as big of a city, but it's still a city where a lot of interesting things are happening and people are interesting. But maybe too less so than with a big city, you don't encounter as many personas. Like the people you talk to are actual people, and I think. I try to make characters that feel the same way, that aren't trying to do some outsized, bigger version of themselves, but have some authenticity to them, some realness.
Yeah, I definitely saw it in the movie since I live here in Pittsburgh. I definitely got the Pittsburgh feel of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
I couldn't write in a Pittsburgh accent. I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
But
what's a Pittsburgh accent?
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Yins.
What's a Pittsburgh? What is
Yins going down Hinesville.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very distinct.
I'll coach you.
Okay. Coach Jesse.
Now, there are a lot of pillows on set. Which one was your guys' favorite?
There were a lot of pillows on set. How many pillows were there? How many pillows do you think there were on set?
I don't know. I'm gonna do
the
I like the crocheted ones. There was nice little crocheted ones.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, the purple one had like the yak. I think it was yak's hair. Was the softest. I mean, that was one I spent the most.
Yeah, that's the one you
yak
use
in
the most.
pre-production.
Yeah.
Kill the yak in
And
pre-production.
I use it again in another scene as he meets twirling the hairs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have it.
Yeah.
Nice little.
Yeah, I got that was the closest relationship I had with any of the pillows.
Which is saying something.
That's love.
Well, it's been so much fun. I'm so happy you guys are here. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, this is so cool. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course.
We need to do more interviews that are fun like this.
Yeah. These are like, we got new questions that we've never heard before.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's what we're going for.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
seriously.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
And I'm Eve, and today we'll be demonstrating some new tips and tricks for makeup that are sweeping social media.
So one of the really big trends is to have skin that looks like it's glowing. So to get this effect, one of the ways you can do it is to use an illuminator. And you can mix this in with your foundation and it'll just make your face look like it's really glowing. And I have a swatch here on my hand, and you can kind of see how it catches the light and it really looks like it's shining.
And along with the illuminator, something that's really popular right now is a highlighter. And it's either whatever color you want, really, honestly. And you take a fan brush and you just put it on your high points, like your cheekbones, the tip of your nose, and your cupid's bow.
So another trend that people really like using is BB cream, and this one has an orange tint to it. So if you have kind of a blue undertone to your complexion, you can use this to neutralize that.
Going along with the color correcting, this is more of like a palette that is almost concealer-like, and it uses the complementary colors to kind of counteract what is going on your face. So if you have any acne marks or dark marks, you can use the yellow or the green, and then vice versa with the purple and the red.
So if you're using a color correcting, what you would do is you first put it on underneath your makeup wherever you need it, and then you put on your foundation over top. Another really huge trend right now is contouring. So contouring kind of accentuates the natural features of your face. So you can use the dark colors to kind of hollow out certain areas and use the lighter colors to pull out and draw attention to other areas. So Eve is gonna try some contouring on me today.
So we'll first start with one of the darker shades. I'm going with the middle shade. And you want to put it almost like right where your ear is, down to your jawline. So just kind of make the line, and you're obviously going to blend this in because you don't want just like a line there. So take this, and then I'll take a sponge and attempt to blend this out. So you can see that it's almost blend out. And now she already has a good like facial structure, so it's not much difference. But another trend that we saw that a lot of beauty gurus online or on social media are using, it's called the baking technique, where you take translucent powder and you put it underneath where you have contoured or under your eyes, and it's just like a very white cakey powder that it looks almost insane when you first do it. And then you leave it on there while you finish the rest of your makeup, and then you go back in with a like fluffy brush and you just wipe it away, and it will make the line for your contour a lot like stronger, I guess. And those were our tips and tricks that we found on social media and online for you.
Check us out at ttystv.com for more information and tips from us.
And please, write us your questions and suggestions that we can answer on air. And
we'll talk to you soon.
Hi, I'm Amber.
I'm Christina.
And I'm Miles. Hi, you're watching Pet Corner here on TTYS. Amber. I'm Christina.
And I'm Miles.
Thanks for tuning in to Pet Corner on TTYS.
Today we will tell you a fun thing that volunteers can do to all cats and dogs.
This is Alex. Can you tell us about some of the volunteer programs that kids and teens can do to help cats and dogs?
Yeah, okay. Our most popular program here is once a month we have kids and teens come out and they read to the dogs and the cats, and it really helps the more scared and more timid dogs and cats to get a little bit more comfortable with kids, and the ones that don't want to go on walks or we can't take to events with us, it helps us get them to that point, and it really helps the kids too to learn how to read out loud and get a little bit more comfortable with themselves.
That sounds really cool.
I would love to do that.
That sounds like an awesome experience for the kids and the dogs. And now my favorite part. Let's introduce you to the animal of the week.
This is Rowdy. He's a 2-year-old Australian Shepherd mix. He was a breeder rescue, and he loves to run around and play outside, and he would be the perfect guy to come and play with you and your family.
For more information on this pet or any other pets that need a home, please visit petadoptionleague.org.
Thank you so much for watching Pet Corner on TTYS. See you next week.
Hi, I'm Jessica, and you're watching In the Kitchen with Jessica. Hi, I'm Jessica, and welcome to In the Kitchen with Jessica. Today we have Sydney, and she's going to do some cooking with us.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to show you all this great recipe I have for vegetarian chili. And it's a really good meal for me and my family, especially because they're all meat eaters. And everyone always asks me, how do you get good meals when you live with people that eat meat? So I always tell them things like this recipe and other meals are so easy to do because my family loves it regardless of whether there's meat in it or not. And even if they do need to have the meat in it, it's so easy to put it in after the fact.
Sounds great. Okay, so what ingredients do we need?
Okay, so I have a list of them over here, and I have them all prepared, and I like to use mainly fresh ingredients, but I have some canned ones too.
Okay.
So I start off with a tablespoon of vegetable oil, 1 cup of chopped onions, 3/4 cup of chopped carrots, 3 garlic cloves that are minced, 1 cup of chopped green bell pepper, and 1 cup of red bell pepper chopped, 3/4 cup of chopped celery, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, which I like because it gives it a little kick, 1.5 cups of chopped fresh mushrooms, 1 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes, and you leave the liquid in it because that way it adds more liquid to the actual chili. 1 19-ounce can of kidney beans, same thing with the liquid.
Okay.
And 1 11-ounce can of corn, also undrained. And then we have our spices, which I love. Spices add everything to the meal. I have a tablespoon of ground cumin, a tablespoon and a half of oregano, and a tablespoon of dried basil.
Wow, that sounds amazing. You know, I like to cut the tomatoes up in the can before you clean up because it makes cleaning the kitchen way easier after.
That's a really good tip. Thanks for that.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll show you the rest.
Did you know your diet soda may be causing you to gain weight?
Yes, gain weight, not lose weight or maintain weight.
Exactly. Many people think that, well, there are no calories and so there's really no problem. But it's not about the calories in this instance, it's about the artificial sweeteners that are in the product. And recent studies have shown that these artificial sweeteners can negatively impact your cravings to cause you to crave more sweet foods over time and can lead to increased caloric intake.
Yeah, not good news. Diet sodas are not something that you want to be consuming, have major negative effects on your health. But what about sugar? If you're consuming sugar out there and thinking that that's maybe a better option, what's the problem with sugar?
Well, the problem with sugar is that it spikes your blood glucose, which we know leads to aging.
Yes, eating sugar all day long, and that's not just a cookie, a candy bar, that's bread as well, because all of those carbohydrates are spiking your blood sugar all day long, creating inflammation in your body and increasing disease state in your body as well. So sugar's not a good option either. So diet soda's not a good option. Regular sugar, not a good option. So here at Revelation Health, we suggest you use something else.
And that product is stevia. Now, stevia just comes from a plant. It's about 200 times sweeter than sugar, so you need a very small amount of it to make up for any sugar that you otherwise would have eaten. And it does come from a plant, so it's a completely natural product. However, not all stevias are created equally, and many of the stevias on the market are chemically extracted, which we don't want because we want the purest form of the product that we can get, which is why in the store we carry a stevia that is naturally refined.
Yes, I love the stevia that we have here in the store. I use it for baking, sprinkle it into my latte in the morning. It's a delicious sweetener that doesn't have any negative side effects. So if you want to learn more about how to incorporate healthy sweeteners into your life, come into Revelation Health for a free health evaluation, and we'll talk to you soon.
Welcome back. We're just about to add all of our ingredients together.
So what I have in here now is just our oil sauteing in the pan on a medium heat. And we're gonna add the onions to it, just carefully so you don't burn yourself. Carrots. And the garlic. And if you want to just saute that for me a little bit, just move it around. And then I'll just sit in there for a little bit until it's nice and a little bit brown, not too much, just so it's sauteed enough to get the sweetness of the onions and things like that. That's looking really great. So now we're gonna add our peppers and our celery and our chili powder.
Okay.
So grab them from over here. And I have a little spatula to help me with this one. So peppers first. Okay. Alright. Then our celery.
It's so colorful.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it? And then the powder. And then we're gonna just let that cook for about 6 minutes.
Okay.
And we'll come back and put the rest in.
Sounds good.
That looks so great after the 6 minutes of cooking it. So now we're just gonna add all the rest of the ingredients into it.
Okay.
Great. And now we're just going to stir it up a little bit. After that, we're gonna cover it and let it simmer for about 20 minutes. And then we're gonna come back and check it and stir it occasionally in those 20 minutes. After that, it should be ready to eat.
Nice, this is looking really great. We're gonna take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, I can't wait to try this. All of the hair and makeup on TTYS is done by the wonderful ladies at Philip Felicity. They're definitely a cut above the rest. Welcome back. So we just finished letting our chili simmer for about 20 minutes, and I'd say this is definitely one of the best recipes I've ever had.
It looks so beautiful and it smells delicious, and I can't wait to eat it.
Yeah, me too.
So just as a reminder, all of our recipes, including this one, are on ttystv.com.
Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode, and we'll talk to you soon.
Another day is dawning, a new song on the air. A brand new hope is forming, adventure take me there. It's a new day for me. I feel it in my bones, I feel alive.
Your body's so tight, I could not
It's a new day for me. Nothing in this world all the time, yeah.
The previous program has been paid for by Right Road Productions, Incorporated.